Hello everyone. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Monae, and I am really excited today to share with you guys a collective reading that I was able to tap into today to share with you the energies that we can expect during this total lunar eclipse in the sign of Scorpio from May 15th through the 16th of this year of 2022. And the first thing that I am going to share with you guys is this lunar eclipse is giving us the opportunity to be in this transformational time period. I mean, it's really in the sign of Scorpio. So I also want you guys to look at where Scorpio is in your birth chart. It's going to be really key for you also to see where the house is located with that Scorpio sign in your birth chart. So definitely look into that so that you can see where this transformational change is going to occur. This full moon is going to be really awesome because we do have the sun in Taurus at 25 degrees and it's opposing the moon 25 degrees in Scorpio. What does that actually mean? As we know it, Taurus is going to be the sign that allows us to indulge into luxurious energy. It's going to allow us to kind of sit still and just review things, but also allow us to be more open and fluid to, I want to say, that feminine energy as well, because as we know it, Taurus season is kind of in that season of May. May has Mother's Day as well, so it's that feminine energy for sure. But when we look at Scorpio, it's going to give us an opportunity to see how we can embrace and welcome new beginnings in our lives. Before we get started though in today's video, I do want to remind you guys, if you are ever looking for a personal reading done by me, please make sure to always click the video link in the description box below or send me an email, and that is always in the description as well. So let's get started in today's video. I am going to talk to you a little bit about what you can expect with this moon energy, and then I'm also going to share with you the cards that I was able to pick from today. So the first thing that I am going to share with you guys is I want you right now to understand that this time period is asking you to let go of your rigidness. It really wants you to let go of what you think is your own structure right now. Whatever you think your structure is, it's time for you to kind of let go of that rigidness and try to open up more to see what life has to offer you. Instead of being really tight towards something, or even having a tight perspective, or even having a tight mentality, this lunar eclipse is giving you the opportunity to be more curious about your thoughts, about your ambitions, about your talents. It's even giving you an opportunity to be more curious about the change that can be flowing into your life. I will also share with you guys that during this lunar eclipse, we do have a square of Saturn in the sign of Aquarius. And what that means for us is really asking you, what are you really longing for? Like, what are your dreams? What are the things that you really want to express right now? How is it that you can be more innovative? How is it that you can have more new ideas and have new creativity in your life? I really feel as though this time period is giving us an opportunity to be our full, whole, authentic self. And I really want you to understand, what is it that you have really been longing for this last year, the last 6 months, 9 months, or even 3 months of your life? It's really important because I feel as though we did have this pandemic for the last 2 years. We have kind of been in this a little bit of a stagnant energy, and I really want us to break free out of that, and Scorpio is giving us the perfect opportunity to do so. So with this full moon cycle, I really want you to allow your dreams to come through you in this physical form. I want you to embrace and welcome change, and I also want you to have a little bit more fun. You know, again, I'm really going back to stop being so rigid in your life. Don't be so tight upon things. Be a little bit more open to receive, and I am going to share with you guys that feminine energy I do feel is still here. I also know that we do have Venus in Aries. That's another thing. And we do have a Mercury retrograde coming as well. So there is a lot of energy going on right now through these eclipses. So again, the first thing I'm always going to share with you, make sure you are grounding your energy as much as possible, because it's really going to be key for you in order to take that next step into your life and to embrace that next step into your life. So now I am going to share with you guys the cards that we were able to receive. So I was able to pick from my mantra deck, my moonology deck, as well as my angel answers deck. I didn't want to give you guys too many cards because I don't want you to feel that scattered. I really want to get straight to the point of what this lunar eclipse is going to offer us, and I have to share with you guys, it's really beautiful cards. I feel as though this time period is also asking us to be a little bit more patient as well, because there was a lot of chaos. I mean, we literally just had an eclipse 2 weeks ago, and things are shaken up, right? Especially in this Taurus energy. So maybe in your finances, maybe in your eating habits, or even in the things that you want to immerse yourself in. Also, seeing where Taurus is in your birth chart and the house that it's in, it's really important to see where a lot of these shifts are going to be happening. So the first deck that I am going to share with you guys is the immunology deck, and the first card that we did get is balance, spirituality, and practicality. So I am going to share with you, I was literally just speaking about this with my friend. I was talking about trading with her, and I was saying, things are very practical here, but you also have to bring spirituality into everything that you are doing. If it's involving your money, your love, your mindset, anything like that, it's really good to be more intentional and spiritual when it comes to these things. For an example, I was sharing with her, like, yes, you have a trading plan. Yes, there are confirmations you need to take a trade, but also the spiritual aspect comes on it. It's like, have you visualized the outcome that you want from your trading day? Have you visualized what it would feel like to have the wealth that you're looking for in your life? So that's really what I feel like this card is saying. So I really have a question for you is, whatever goals that you have in your life, you do need a plan. You do need to be more realistic about it. That's what the Taurus is going to remind you. It's like, be realistic about exactly what it is that you want, but also allow that energy of Pisces, because we did get it in the full moon of Pisces, and this is a blue card, so I am going to say throat chakra as well. Gemini season is just around the corner, so it makes a lot of sense here. So it's about that equal give and take of being practical but also being very spiritual, like really connecting the unforeseen energy to the seen energy in your life. So my question again for you is, how can you bring both into your life? How can you be more spiritual about even going to work? How is that you can be more spiritual about when you are spending your money? How can you be more spiritual when you are connecting with people? And spirituality doesn't necessarily have to be a specific thing. Again, it doesn't have to be so rigid and tight to what you may think it has to look like, but it can literally just be thinking about your intent before you go to work, connecting with spirit and saying, thank you so much for allowing me to be of service today. Thank you so much for allowing me to, work well with customers and connect with them. That is really what I mean. So how can you bring more of that into your life, but also being really practical about what it is that you are doing as well? The next beautiful card that we did get is meditate and contemplate. And again, it says in the new moon of Pisces, and it's a blue card, okay? So a throat chakra, 100%. And with the Pisces energy, it really feels like dreamy. And again, this is just confirmation about this lunar eclipse is giving us an opportunity to let our dreams come through. How can you express your dreams? Is it going to be expressed through your clothes? Is it going to be expressed about within yourself and how you can even relate to the world? I really feel as though even with meditating and contemplating, I think it's also asking you to sit for a second and think about exactly how you want things to flow. I'm not saying to be attached to an outcome. I'm saying be more attached to the process of things. And I think with meditation, it allows you to also be more calm before you make any choices. Again, with that Venus in Aries, you are really impulsive right now. So use this energy of that water to be a little bit more still and being able to contemplate where you really want to activate this change in your life. Even though I'm telling you guys to check where it is in your birth chart, you also have every right to decide where you want to invoke change in your life, where you want to invoke your dreams. I mean, I really think life is asking you, what do you really want? And you can have it. The thing that you have been dreaming of all this time that you never took that first step to doing, do it. Maybe you're meditating and contemplating too much and you need to be more impulsive and take action, right? Everything is going to be different for everyone. But I really want you guys to know full moon is always about releasing as well. So maybe even meditate and concentrate on what you need to release in your life so that you can create that space for change to flow into. So I'm just going to say, like, a lot of water energy, and that blue is just, I really want to say, how can you speak more to the ethers about your dreams? How can you speak more to the ethers, even asking questions on how you can move forward through your process? I always want you guys to know spirituality doesn't have to look like anyone else's. Like, you can literally go for a walk and talk to God. You can literally go for a walk and ask a question. How do I get through today? You know, how is it that I can get through this week? How is it that I can reach my goal of being a singer, being a multimillionaire, right? Whatever it is your dreams are, I want you to know that they're your dreams. It was given to you to fulfill. And it's okay if you don't know how to get there. That's why spirituality comes into play, right? It's about opening up yourself to receive in a different way. So that's just the one thing that I am going to share with you. And the last Moonology card that we did get is adjustments are required, third quarter moon. Okay, so I love to see this because you do need to be different. We all do right now. And that's why I'm really focusing on us not being so tight and rigid to the things that we have already kind of laid down or the mindsets that we already have. I feel like life is telling you that you do need to change in order to see change as well. You have to start that energy. So how can you invoke that? What do you need to adjust in your life? Is that waking up a little bit earlier? Is that going to bed earlier? Is that actually going for a walk outside, knowing that that gives you more peace in your day? Is that connecting with someone that you haven't spoken to in a while? Is that putting yourself out there, reaching out to people and networking with them, even though it's a little bit scary? Reach out to the people who have the things you want to have, because they can teach you so many things. And that's what I mean about not being so tight. Like, it doesn't have to be so serious. That's what I really want to share with you all. You don't have to be so serious right now. You know, I know a lot of us are freaking out with Mercury retrograde, Venus in Aries. We have Scorpio energy here, right? And another thing too is it's okay to let your inner darkness kind of shine, in the sense of, I want you to look at yourself and I want you to see the things you have to change. That's shadow work, right? You have to be willing to look at the things that are not working in your life and still being okay with that. Accepting that this is who you are. This is your authentic self, and you need to love it. All shades of yourself, all personalities, all moods, you have to accept it. And I really think life is asking you, okay, accept the things that you may or may not like in your life, but how can you also change them to align them more to the things that you do want and the things that you do want to see and experience in your life? So I think that's a beautiful reading that we did get. And this is a purple energy. So third eye chakra, again, the unforeseen. How can you connect to that a little bit more? And I think also I'm hearing, ask yourself more questions. You know, what do I want next week? What do I want in a year? What do I want to feel like? Who do I want in my life? What type of energy do I want to receive? What type of people do I want to service? I just feel like there's so many questions, and I don't think also, when I say that, don't get into the Gemini energy of overthinking everything and making it seem like it has to be this specific way in order for it to work. Be in that Gemini energy of childlike, fun-like energy and flowing with it and being adaptable to the change in your life. So that's just something I did hear also while I was doing this reading. So the next deck that I am going to go over is my Moonology deck. The next deck that I am going to go over is the Healing Mantra deck, one of my favorites to work with. And you know, when I was shuffling, this card came out like fast. Like, it came out really fast and it hit the floor. So I'm going to say very strong. And the card is Transforming Tragedy. Okay, it's in purple and it's in blue. Same energies that we got in the Moonology deck. We got the blue and the purple. So we got the throat and the third eye chakra. And the mantra states, loss is my reminder that more room has been made for greater gifts to be received. Okay, so how do you feel about that? How do you feel even saying that out loud? Loss is my reminder that more room has been made for greater gifts to be received. I was just speaking about that with you guys prior. You have to understand that loss is an illusion. That's what Tony Robbins, I tell you guys that in almost all of my videos when I'm doing card readings, especially around this full moon cycle, because you have to get rid of things. It's just a thing. It's just something you have to do. I know a lot of us may feel a little bit scared when change and transformation comes up, but it's awesome because you're understanding seasons in life and you're understanding ebb and flow. And you really need to understand that when you lose something, it's honestly giving you an opportunity to have more. So never look at loss as lack. Let it remind you that there's something more grand on its way to you that you may not even imagine. And that's another thing, going back to being rigid. It's like, okay, you want to manifest something great, but don't be so tight on it, because what if universe can give you something way more than what you're even expecting, than you can even fathom. But it's just so beautiful to know that when we create space, when we clean out our closet, when we clean out the relationships in our life, when we clean out our mindset, when we clean out our boundaries and the things that we're willing to accept from people, you show the universe that you are this abundant being and that you know more is on its way to you. And that's the confidence I really feel this transformational time is giving us. You know, I don't feel as though this energy, I think it's more comforting, you know, and that may be a little bit strange for you guys to hear, even though it's in Scorpio, but I do feel it's a bit comforting because of all the other aspects of our planets right now. And also because of this beautiful season we're in. We're in Taurus season. Taurus is such an amazing sign. It really is. It's like overflow. I really feel that. So remember, like, you can create overflow in your life, but you have to also release things in your life to create that space. So that's where I'm going to leave that. And the next card that we did get, it's blue. It's awesome. I love this. And it states anchoring the light. And the mantra is, the light is always within me. Okay, the light is always within me. How can you shine light through this dark phase? Or how can you shine light through this change? How can you shine light through even the things that you may not like about yourself, right? You are ultimately the light. You have to face your shadow self. This is why I feel like this Scorpio energy is coming out, because it can be a little bit dark. I want to say it's Pluto. That's its home sign, right? It's a dark planet. So how can you shine light into everything, even though when it's scary? You know what I mean? Like, imagine, I don't know if you guys remember the star card in tarot, but it's a woman who, under the moonlight, is still able to see herself in the water, is still able to see the beauty within herself. So how can you do that? That's what I really feel like that's connecting to. Also for me, it's like the light is always within you. You are the guidance that you are seeking in your life. You are the person that you are seeking in your life. You are the excitement, the hopefulness that you're looking for in your life. But you have to lead. You have to start this momentum of change. And you have to also be able to say, you know, no matter what I'm facing, it could be dark sometimes, but I know that I am the light in my life. I know that no matter where I go in that dark phase or dark area of my life, as long as I can bring light to it, it's beautiful. And I just want us to remember that. So whatever loss you're feeling, even if it's a person that you may have lost, even if it's a job, even if it's anything, I want you to know life will give you something. It will bring you someone in your life. It may bring you a friend that you really didn't know that you needed. It may bring you a new job opportunity. It may even give you a new idea, a creative idea to do something. So just flow with that. See what comes up for you. And I think also what's going to help is a lot of journaling. Third eye, throat chakra, speaking out loud, like intuition is what I'm really sharing with you guys right now. So what is your inner wisdom guiding you to bring light to? So that's what I will leave it out as. And the last deck that I am pulling from is the Angel Answers. So all of these cards, again, is on the collective basis. So the first card that we did get for anyone who maybe had a question about something or maybe asking why anything's maybe not working, we did get the unlikely card. Okay, so something is unlikely right now. Maybe it's a manifestation of yours that you're wanting. Maybe you have to meditate and contemplate a little bit more about that. You do have to bring more balance as well. So that's why that unlikely card, I feel, is coming out. The next one we did get, and look at that. We got purple and blue, and we got some yellow as well. So solar plexus, your mood, I feel like is involved. The next card that we did get is reconsider. Okay, and it's blue as well, heavily blue here. Reconsider. That goes with contemplate, I think. Meditate and contemplate, reconsider, adjustments. That's really that energy. So reconsider things in your life. Ask yourself more questions. You know, do you really want to stay at the job that you're at? Do you really want to stick around the people you are sticking around? Do you really want to latch on to the mindset and the beliefs that you have right now? Or do you want to be more open and changing that and being more free flowing? That's really what I want to share. The next beautiful card that we did get is perfect timing, pink heart chakra energy. And I think that's really symbolic because your heart leads the way, not the mind. So where's your heart leading you to? How can you trust what's going on to know everything's happening right on time? And the last one that we did get to see is a year from now. Okay, so don't look at that as, oh my God, it's a year from now, I'm not going to get what I want. But be excited to see what can happen in a year from now. Be excited to see the transformation that can happen in a year from now. So that is the reading that we did get as a collective for this beautiful total lunar eclipse in Scorpio for this May. I really just want us to trust the universe more. I say that in a lot of my videos. It's an everyday process all of the time. Spirituality is also an everyday process and how it flows for you. So, the biggest things I want to share with you is let loss remind you there's more on the way. Take a pause for a second to look and take an overview of your life and meditate on the areas you want to bring adjustments to. And then also, when you are ready to take action, make sure you have balance of spirituality and being practical about these things. And also, the last thing I am going to share with you, please trust the universe and its timing. I know you may want something tomorrow, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it will happen then. It has to be when your energy is aligned to it. And it's always going to be when the universe is really prompt to give it to you. Because I always say, I think life laughs at our plans sometimes because it has such a better time frame and better plan for us. So trust that. Trust that you don't know it all. Trust that there are going to be people and things that show up in your life for you to connect the dots. And that's what spirituality is. It's very subtle. So I'm also going to share with you, what little whispers do you hear? What is your inner wisdom guiding you to? And how can you invoke this change into your life? How can you talk about it and bring it into your life through speaking? Sorry, my camera cut off. But yes, how can you speak more about these things in your life? And how can you use that Gemini energy of connecting with spirit? Gemini is the Mercury planet and it is in retrograde right now. So, how can you listen more? That's something I'm going to share with you, especially for this Mercury retrograde on its way as well. So I just want to share with you guys, I am so grateful for you. Please let me know in the comment sections below, what are you excited to let go of in order to receive? How can you trust more? What are the things that you're going to do to remind yourself you can trust the universe? And also share with me, what is a change in your life you're really excited to receive? Because I really want to connect with you guys on that. Personally, I'm really excited to see my change in my energy flow, my chi, if you will. Just being more energetic in my day, being more open to receive, and honestly connecting with you guys more as well. So I continue to send my love, my light, and my grace to each of you. And I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.